stretch they come!
Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch on this episode of Horses to Watch. I only came up with 4 that I really like that I would are going to look out for them next time they're back at the track. So if I miss any that I didn't spot, just leave it in the comments so I can go and have a look at it. Okay guys, thanks for the support. Okay, let's get into Horses to Watch.
Field in line. 5 furlongs round, they're off immediately. Master of All Zedai, they came off slow. Jackson and Boss Izzy also with the back markers, but the favorite Mr. Lindhurst with a burst of early speed grabs that lead. But here is Nino Dorado quickening up on the outside, and Nino Dorado now takes the lead from Mr. Lindhurst, a length and a half back. Heart of a Lion in the blue silks now overtaking Mr. Lindhurst, relegated to third. A break back to Fiery Path as they leave the 3. Storm Valley races ahead of the Grey Crushing Power. Zedai and April Spirit team up in behind. Then comes Boss Izzy, and at the back of the field Jackson, and away at the back of the field that's Master of All as they come turning into the lane. A quarter of a mile to run. Heart of a Lion in the blue silks just the leader. Mr. Lindhurst down on the rail now, looking to be switched as Heart of a Lion dashes down to the fence, and it's Heart of a Lion out in front with a furlong to be caught. Here on the outside now is a Storm Valley. Mr. Lindhurst renews the challenge. Fiery Path needs to find room against the rail, and now Mr. Lindhurst with a surge. Here is Storm Valley exploding on the outside. It is Storm Valley getting the better of them. Storm Valley wins it. Close between Mr. Lindhurst, Zedai out wide. Then Fiery Path, Heart of a Lion relegated to.
Rough and racing, Linguist marginally misses it. Along with Star Aura and Queen Latifah, as Khaleesi blast into that lead. It's Khaleesi in front, tackled already by rushing down that Woman in Love. So Woman in Love, Khaleesi, Riley J is right there too. Queen Latifah recovering after that break as they leave the 4. Then comes Linguist. Duchess is right there too. True Blue, Star Aura. Then comes Family Feud and racing at the back of the field. That's Casually Yours there. Coming to the top of the lane, and it is Woman in Love in front. Queen Latifah bearing down. Answer comes on too. It is Woman in Love from Queen Latifah coming down. Answer is coming down the middle of the racetrack and traveling nicely, and Answer looks to hit the front from Woman in Love. Queen Latifah coming on, also coming on. That is Linguist. It is Answer in front. Linguist trying to get to Answer. Linguist switch to space. Answer still in front of Linguist coming to the half a furlong pole. Linguist Answer begins to find a bit more, and Answer goes on to beat Linguist. Then comes Star Aura, Woman in Love, and Queen Latifah.
They're off. Midnight Flight gets a good start, racing more toward the center. Sipping on Sunshine is also showing some speed. A Breath of Fresh Air races with A Train of Thought and Battle Angel. They're nearest to us as Midnight Flight begins to tack across and may already have a narrow lead. Train of Thought is right there. These two are going at it. Train of Thought and Midnight Flight disputing that lead. A Breath of Fresh Air left in behind them in the green cap. Undisclosed location is toward the center of the course. Over on the far side, that's a Sipping on Sunshine and a Bold Move, but it's a Midnight Flight out in front under a vigorous ride. Midnight Flight keeps on, arriving at the furlong pole with a good-looking lead. A Breath of Fresh Air chasing. Undisclosed location is over in the center, but it's a Midnight Flight in charge inside the final 16th. Midnight Flight and terrific Tevin Foster will take it easily in the end by maybe 5, could even be more. A Breath of Fresh Air is second. Undisclosed location is third. First Grandson, Hot Red Scammer, and Train of Thought went by in a line. They're off. For the Mabruk. Commander Z in the white cap gets away in the center and is running pretty quickly. Also showing some good early dash, that is Tolona beginning to drift toward the center of the course. Mrs. Linders and Queco along with Cookie Day and Night, they form the trio nearest to us. Sugar Daddy is also prominent and running fast more toward the center and beginning to tack across a bit toward us as they've covered now the first 2 furlongs. They race toward the quarter pole. Sugar Daddy is right up there on the front end. Mudshaft just in behind in between horses. Commander Z, that's where the top 3 are at the moment. Mrs. Lindhurst is running fast in the orange cap under the stand fence. The dart away now toward the final furlong. Sugar Daddy beginning to drift a bit to the left and under a tremendous drive. It is Sugar Daddy, Commander Z, and on the far side, Champion Bubbler now coming into it. They're inside the final 16th, and Champion Bubbler sweeps by them all. This is the Mabrook Sprint Trophy they won't catch. Champion Bubbler winning it by maybe 4. Close, Cookie Day and Night, maybe just second over Commander Z.